When IPv6 is enabled on an interface, the device automatically joins two well-known link local multicast groups, FF021, all IPv6 nodes, and FF022, all IPv6 routers. These groups are essential for neighbor discovery and network management. Therefore, this question chooses D, E. The default gateway is the IP in the default via line, 192.168.1.193. The default gateway is the IP in the default via line, 192.168.1.193. The host IP address is the address configured on the interface, 192.168.1.200. The full NIC MAC address is listed in the link/ether field, 000C228379A3. The NIC vendor OUI is the first three octets of the MAC address, 000C22. The NIC vendor OUI is the first three octets of the MAC address, 000C22. The subnet mask is derived from /26, which converts to 255.255.255.192. Therefore, the answer to this question is shown in the figure above. When a layer 2 switch receives a frame with an unknown destination MAC address, it floods the frame out all ports except the one it was received on within the same VLAN. This is known as unknown unicast flooding, and it is the default behavior. Therefore, this question chooses C. A 30 subnet uses the mask 255.255.255.252 and contains only 4 addresses: network, 2 usable host addresses, and broadcast. 209.165.201.2 falls within the range of its subnet and is a valid usable host address. Therefore, this question chooses D. This address falls within the private IP range 172.16.0.0, 172.31.255.255, defined in RFC 1918. Private addresses are reserved for internal networks and cannot be routed directly on the public internet. Therefore, this question chooses B. The subnet mask /282 creates subnets with 16 addresses each. For 192, 168, 16, 143, the broadcast address of its subnet is 192, 168, 16, 143, which cannot be assigned to an interface, hence the error. Therefore, this question chooses D. Unique local addresses, ULA, are private IPv6 addresses that allow communication between subnets within an organization. They are not routable on the public internet, making them suitable for internal use. Therefore, this question chooses B. The FF00/8 IPv6 address block is reserved for multicast addresses. Multicast traffic is sent to a group address rather than a single unicast address, enabling one-to-many communication. Therefore, this question chooses D. Late collisions occur when a collision happens after the first 64 bytes of a frame have been transmitted. Common causes include duplex mismatches, where one side is half duplex, and exceeding the maximum cable length, which causes signal propagation delays that violate the collision domain rules. Therefore, this question chooses B, E. A Cisco Wireless LAN Controller, WLC, provides centralized management for all connected access points. This eliminates the need to configure each AP individually, reducing administrative overhead and ensuring consistent settings across the network. Therefore, this question chooses A. If you need this certification question bank, leave a comment in the comment section with 1, 2, 3, and I'll give it to you for free. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.